Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Gabe here. I have another juicy reading for you guys tonight. Tonight we're going to focus on lightening it up a little bit. We're going to do some love and light cards from Doreen Virtue. And we're also going to pull from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Because, you know, you can never have enough, too much self-care. I guess you can be indulgent, but at the same time, it's always important to go into self-care. Especially if you're on this journey, you know, some of us, like, especially, I know in my union, we tend to work, and then, like, don't give back to ourselves, and then it just becomes this perpetuating cycle of not giving to ourselves, and that's not good. You have to take time to refill your cup, to love yourself, and, you know, it's safe to enjoy life and lighten up a little bit. So, as we're going on this journey, this is super important. All right, let's get started. Yeah, our first card tonight is focus on God's love. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in the spirit, binding yourselves together with peace. This is Ephesians 4:3. Yeah, like focus on God's love. And, you know, it can't be stated enough, like, even if you don't, you know, even if you're not, like, Christian, which I don't consider myself Christian, I'm a unionist, Church of Union, unionism.org. You know, I still believe in God because God is real, and God isn't necessarily like the biblical, like, fundamentalist Christian God that a lot of us grow up with, like that hateful, like punishing God. God is actually a very loving, you know, unconditionally loving, patient, shy personality, and he's, you know, quite lovely too, because God is both masculine and feminine. And, you know, it's really important. I know people get triggered, but, like, you know, spirit, universe, however you want to call it, it's really important to cultivate that relationship with God on this journey, focusing on that. Like the hierarchy, the divine order is God, yourself, then your twin flame. And it's so important to have that relationship with God because God comes through your twin flame to be with you. And, you know, I see a lot of people who get triggered and are like, I don't believe in God. I don't want anything to do with that. I just want my twin flame. Well, you can't have your twin flame unless you have a relationship with God. You just can't do it. Maybe you might control and maybe have some kind of weird relationship with your twin flame. But if God is not in it, you're going to have a bad time. Like, it's just going to be you guys like forcing each other to be together and nobody's going to be happy. It's going to be kind of toxic. But if you develop that relationship with God, then it's going to be, you know, a loving, harmonious union. God, like, you know, that's the gift that God gives you as you like go deeper into harmonious union with him. You have that, you have your twin flame there to like be that physical representation of that relationship. And so, you know, keep your eyes on God. Even if your twin flame is there, keep your eyes on God and enjoy like the, you know, the cherry on top that is your twin flame. God is actually the sundae that you're wanting. And, you know, having been in harmonious union, having been in union, you know, falling out, you know, like kind of like making up, like all these things, like I can say that like, even when you have harmonious union, like that's not enough. That's not it. So you have to like, if God's not in it, you have to keep going. You always want God. It's like God is the goal. God is the prize. And as long as you keep your eyes on that, like it's inevitable to like, to manifest your twin flame. All right. From the self-care, make an altar. Yeah, this is like the theme of like, you know, having that spiritual practice, like whatever it is for you. And I highly recommend the mirror exercise. You know, it's very fast, direct, efficient. You know, but you can find God in yoga. You can find God in meditation. You can find God taking a walk. Whatever it is that however it is that you connect with God, do that. Like, take those steps to like find that connection, because like that's, you know, where you're going to like build that strength in your relationship with God. All right, next card. Make the best of every situation. With God, everything is possible. Matthew 19:26. Yeah, like this is going deeper into this message. Like this message is very clear of focusing on God. And I think it can be very tempting, like especially when we get like communication from our twin flame. Especially we've been like focusing on ourselves or feeling good. We get communication from our twin flame and we take our eyes off God. We take our eyes off of like taking care of ourselves. We're like suddenly back into that, oh, I gotta do everything for my twin flame mode. That's not it. The reason your twin flame is communicating with you is because you kept your eyes on God. So you keep your eyes on God and you can communicate with your twin flame, but you don't suddenly like pivot. You communicate with them, you love them, and you keep your eyes on God. You can love God and love your twin flame at the same time. That's not separate. You can still focus on you in that relationship. And then make the best out of everything. Like if your situation with your twin flame doesn't look good right now, it's safe to, you know, see the lesson in it. What are you learning right now? What are you doing to like build that foundation for your twin flame union? What are you doing to build your foundation for yourself? Like a lot of times, like we're not with our twin flame because we do need to focus on ourselves. We do need to focus on that relationship with God. And so like maybe it's you need to build a financial foundation. Maybe it's that you're not loving yourself in all these areas. Maybe you need to just explore yourself a little deeper. Like whatever it is for you, like find joy in every situation. Like get into the habit of, instead of like defaulting to misery, to make everything positive. And that doesn't mean, like, I know this is the love and light deck, but that doesn't mean love and light, like numb out to your feelings. It means feel through your feelings as they arise and just learn, like change your mindset to see the beauty in that. Like, oh, this feels like terrible. I have all this like anger coming up. I have all this anxiety come up, but you know what? I can heal this. And there's a beautiful lesson here. You know, like change that message and, you know, you'll find like a deeper resolve with God. All right, next card, dream journal. Are you sleeping? Yes. You know, dreams are a great way that you communicate with the divine. You communicate with God. And any dream that lingers in your mind after you've woken up is usually there for a reason. That's a clear sign that God is communicating with you in some way. And you can, you know, keep a dream journal to like help you like remember the dream and help you go back to it and maybe use the mirror exercise there. And, you know, if you need help interpreting that, you know, there are a lot of Twin Flame Universe coaches that offer readings, especially Brianne Price Sand. She, you know, she does amazing dream interpretations, but, you know, she got started by, you know, creating that dream journal. She started like writing it out and started looking into like what these things mean in her dream. And that's how she developed that relationship with her with God and, you know, manifested her harmonious union. Like she went deep into something that she was passionate about. And like, you know, those dreams helped her, you know, move through feelings and upsets, and that'll help you too. And you know, I do it myself when I have a very vivid dream. I'll write it down and like work through whatever came up for me, and that is my next piece. It'll help you. All right, next card, and then we're gonna pull from the bottom of the deck. Pure and unconditional love. Speak to the earth and it will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you. Job 12:8. What I feel here is like the unconditional love part of this, the pure and unconditional love. That's what this journey is all about. Having unconditional love for yourself, having unconditional love for your twin flame, and allowing God to, like, seeing God in everything, seeing like you know, making the best out of every situation, you know, seeing the divine in everything. Even if your twin flame is acting crazy, There is something, they are a divine being. You don't look at them and say like they are crazy. They're moving through an upset. They're moving through their process, and that's okay. Will you love them even if they're going through this? Can you love yourself even if you're going through something, even if you think you've done something? Go deeper into that unconditional self-love, and you'll be able to meet yourself and your twin flame there. This card, energy work. Yeah, you know, it's safe to do like meditations, whatever it is, to like help you ground the energy of your union, help you ground into whatever it is you're doing. And if you're experiencing a block, this is something that I learned recently. You know, I feel a lot of my blocks, a lot of my upsets in my body, because I'm like healing my body in a big way. And you know, I'll sometimes feel like tightness or clenching or something in my body. And something I learned recently is like meditating, bringing my awareness to that space and just allowing it to dissolve, you know, visualizing, releasing that energy. And that's been very healing for me. And I feel like for those of you, you know, who are into meditation, like that's a really good practice. Even if you're using the mirror exercise, that can be part of that step 4 visualization to really like release that any pent up energy that's caught and trapped in your body. All right. Bottoms of the deck. Take care of the little things. The river of God has plenty of water. It provides a bountiful harvest of grain, for you have ordered it so. Yeah, like it's important to pay attention to the details. You know, that's how you be wealthy. That's how you be abundant. And that's, you know, as true in like finances as it is in love. Like pay attention to the details. Like, love yourself, like love, you know, even in the small moments. It doesn't always have to be these grand gestures of love. It can just be, you know, a simple act of kindness. It can be, you know, helping someone. It can be, you know, forgiving yourself. It can be all these little things like, you know, baking cookies for someone, like taking care, or even like for yourself. Like you are abundant because you're a child of God, and it's safe to like, you know, take care of those little things. Bottom of the deck. Abundance planning. Yeah, like this is abundance in love. This is how you, and this is talking about money too. Like both of these things are talking about abundance. But, you know, maybe you're, you know, maybe you're taking account of your finances. Maybe you're getting, you know, those things back on track. But, you know, I feel like this is more about like taking care of your foundation, and that foundation is with God. And so like, you know, you ground into peace, you ground into love, you take care of your financial situation, you take care of yourself first, you claim that abundance. And from that space, you get rid of like poverty consciousness. You don't accept feeling bad. You don't accept, you know, you don't settle in your relationships. You hold your value high. You, you know, take care of yourself, even in the small places. You seal up energy leaks. And that's how you're going to like really create that foundation for your twin flame to come to you, and your relationship to blossom. So, you know, this has been a great reading. You know, focus on God, you know, build that foundation, and that's where you're going to be abundant in love, in finances, and whatever it is you're trying to manifest. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. If you'd like to work with me, I am a TFU certified ascension coach. You can book an introductory session with me or your own personalized reading at sacredtwinflameunion.com. And otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.